And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Check safety. Watch the 6. He's checking Craig. He's checking. Craig's good seeing. There you go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Good job.
John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long playing out to their defense, that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter. They were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. In NFL history, that will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, it's Ingram. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. The pitch back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Jackson now. He's going deep for Brown. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. From the gun again to Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now, Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now this throw caught left side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Delta. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the run. Check 99. Yes. Set, go.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Go. Ready, go.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You got tight right there.
2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Bengals 44, Ravens 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener with it.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack, trying to get away, but could not. Chris Wormley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Uzomah. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into
4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Jackson. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Keep putting that ball in the second play. 80 weapons. 80 weapons. Orbit. Check 25. Check 25. Hot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 48 yards. And the Bengals take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Being chased out left. He may try. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Here we go. 50. Play. Man, 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 31. Exit.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now, a woeful 5 of 17 thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10 here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially the second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. He uncorks it. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting